Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from today's LPL 2024 Spring Split matchup. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
RNG reading this.
Uh-oh. This is going to be some trouble for Wink. Yeah, he immediately flashes the heal. Going to come out to Breathe. Is running him down. And Ming, there's that go in no matter what style. And RNG going to give LWX first blood. Huge stuff. And On has just taken a trip down to no man's land. He's just going to let Tianjin go over there. The blast code not going to save him this time around. He'll cleanse anyways. Trying to get to the turret here, but Ming's got a stun and he's ready to go. Oh, Ming gets chunked by the turret, gets turreted back. It is 2 minutes in, and we are getting kills everywhere across the bot lane as Breathe is now going to try to run away from Tianjin.
This is an absolute mess. Seems like it's just going to go down being a 2 for 2 in the end. But the difference, Mazel, is where so aggressively to find this vision. And both jugglers are already back down here. It makes no sense.
Isn't it nice to see Wei and Ming reunited again? I don't know if they've got this one, though. It is a team flex just immediately. He already knows what was going wrong here. LWX is going to help clean up one, but now he's in a lot of hurt here. Ming's going to try to stop, though. The flash does end up coming out. Surprised he still had that after all of this craziness early on. Ming's just getting run down. The approach velocity is working out so well for Wink, and he's using his ADC roots to do some serious damage. Now LWX, in a fight for his life, gets one back, and I cannot believe that LWX is now going to go down. He's sitting at 3-1 in a double. I call him grubbies a lot of the time.
You know, I actually just like calling them grubs, but the word grubs escaped my mind the other day. And I could just hear your voice saying grubbies. So that was just the first word that came out.
I like it. I'm glad. Subconscious helping me out there. But subconsciously, RNG got into the thick velocity here. I think he wanted to go.
Yeah, I wish we could see how much XP he needed, right? Because he has been the one who survived through most of the action in bot side. Picked up kills, been picking up XP.
They're going to go for it. The volley. The approach velocity is doing work. Magnet Storm, because Tianjin was already level 6, and LWX is quick to fall on. Not even going to get close to going down.
G bot lane.
It's so crazy to me to see. I know we're focused on the top side of the map, but man, to see LWX in an RNG jersey, let alone paired alongside Ming, obviously a FPX world champion, but now we'll see if Breathe and Wei can combo Dombo onto YSCam, and they do.
Yeah, just keeping it.
Passed over RNG's second dragon.
And I think great call by them, just trying to make RNG's life harder. I'm keeping my eyes on Tianjin with that Magnet Storm. The way that IG are playing this choke, it'd be disastrous.
He's really careful. He's by himself over here, and he's just getting bursted out. LWX easily cleans that one up, and that's a dragon for RNG.
Yeah, that was a bit of a weird one, right? They're playing so heavily to control this tribe rush. You'd have a great angle. They could just be gone.
Problem is, Tianjin doesn't necessarily have the item situation. Breathe is going to be the one tanking that arrow. He's under the Rift Herald, though, so it's very hard to get the damage to stick onto him. Tang Yuan has now also found another entrance here. Rift Herald getting oh so low. It pops his back, but it's Wei who actually gets it in the end. Meanwhile, Odd picks off Ming. The eye has been secured, and RNG make it out, losing one.
Done hell with the 5 grubs. They're still going to get some of these mites to come and help them out, and RNG can't answer.
There's just so many mites, and that's what we've seen. Charity for Tianjin as well. That Frozen Heart completed first item there for the Rel. Next big engage going to be important. Speaking of, the all-out going to be used here onto him if he can see him, but he can't. And the Shroud comes through. The all-out still there, though. Tang Yuan using his smooth moves yet again.
Yeah, he's gonna.
I still remember one of my favorite memories, and something I'll probably never get to do again is the year I came into LPL. Aki played Zed. Speaking of, though, oh, Ming does get pushed out. Wei with a big engage. The Change of Corruption going to connect onto multiple members now as well. Wei is out of there, too, and Cryan has already bit the dust. Breathe is moving forward. He's got that Phoenix forward. Tang Yuan's looking for a way in. They've got so much damage on the YSCam, but Ming goes in. Tang Yuan's on the back line now as well. On, connected on, and perfect executed. The Storm Surge even comes in on top. The lightning raining on the side of RNG. And they've got a Rift Herald as well to charge into the turret, but they're looking at their third dragon of the game.
They're going to be getting so much on the map from this mid lane turret, like you said, already making their way to dragon. They could pivot someone down to bot to even, potentially catch that wave right now if they want, and really just.
We also got the Terminus just completed a second item there for On, so a little bit more sustained power in the fight.
And again, like, as we're kind of honing back in over the spot side, I'm going to try and come down to kill Breathe. No Ghost.
I think they might actually be able to do this. I mean, he's got so much health damage as that Kraken Slayer comes working. Oh, but he misses the Void Seeker there. He's going to need to kind of get in here. Gets one more on.
Haha, we're going to do a Baron. It's like, no, like, you're pretty low low DPS when you have Hope Forest. And then Holly, Wei.
Oh, God, a Wink. Wei just decides he is done for, and Ming just says, hey, I'll help you, buddy. 450 smackaroos right to Wei.
Just side lanes in favor of IG, pushing into RNG's bot lane turret.
Oh, this is a big flank from Tong Yuan. Solar Flare goes wide. Ming is going to get that intro on, getting low. The Killer Instinct. Oh, he's still going to get perfectly executed there. And Tong Yuan still got the secondary activation. He does need to go back in as the rest of RNG get a little bit low, end up not using that second activation, so it'll end up being a 2-for-1 in favor of RNG.
Wanted to have TP, so we do see Tangyun going for the recall to TP back in, just to make sure that Wink and Tianjin can't be annoyances to stop this one. So it is just going to be Soul going over to RNG.
So both objectives so far, the Grubs first go IG's way, all 4 Dragons go the way.
Hope to isolate a target, take them out with Enchantress Solera or the Killer Instinct.
Oh, they're using the Hex Gates. Have you watched Arcane? Because RNG have. Wink in some trouble again. Oh my God, that piercing arrow pierced through the screen into my...
They can contest. You still have the Emperor's Divide.
Ming's not been seen yet. They didn't see him with that ward shot. LWX going to be tanking a lot. Tong Yuan has another flank. Ming needs to get in there. LWX is just gone. A big Emperor's Divide to separate back the fight, but now RNG are just running at IG, and YSKM has no answer here. He's getting locked down. Tong Yuan, he's looking for the back line now too. On actually dodging out of the 5-point strike, but Breathe is right there to smack him down, and Ming gets the kill in the end. They are burning away from the presence of RNG here, and another Zenith Blade connects as Ming makes sure to go down for the team. Tong Yuan picks off the straggler, and RNG end up in a wonky 1 fight.
Baron about to be in tow. Can Wink luck into a volley or enchanted crystal arrow
no
steal?
Way.
It would be hilarious. I like hilarious things.
I do as well. Just as me as the next guy, Lyric, but I think that's a little bit of a tall task to ask for, but tall task that was asked. No, don't get baited. A tall task that was asked was what is...
Tong Yuan has made his way from being what I think a lot of people would have considered like an underwhelming, bit unreliable... Oh, we have a team fight?
They're right under tower. They don't even care. Just gonna take... Oh, LWX can't get the last one. Tong Yuan, hey, there's that man. We were just talking about him. Does end up getting on over to the other side. He wanted that shutdown so badly. He'll get that 1,000 gold, but he'll also die. Your IG weren't really ready for it. Do end up pulling Cryin over here. I don't know if that's where you want to step towards Cryin, as the Elder Dragon already going down. Tianjin will be body blocked by Ming on the way there, and it is gone, my friends, as now the rest of IG need to be very careful, because Breathe is just running, and Tong Yuan has the wings of a dragon on his back as he goes forward. They're going to connect, and the scream of the Elder Dragon fills the rift as RNG take the bodies of IG.
It was a great early game from IG, but it wasn't enough. Now with this Elder, you can see RNG are just still leading IG. They have minions, and they're going to look for the win.
Looking to put a step above in their record here as they go into Chinese New Year. It's RNG looking like they're firing on all cylinders. Tong Yuan 7-1 on the Akali. We'll see one more engage from IG. They still have the Elder Dragon. Ming getting a little bit low, as they do end up getting the execution. Ming dies to good old Tianjin, but the Nexus is bare, and RNG know exactly where to hit it. And that's 1-0 in this best of 3 for RNG.
Yeah, RNG already around your top side. But I also want to highlight something we haven't really pointed out today, is that this is also an E-Star reunion. It actually just hitting me right now. Wei, Cryin, and Wink, if anyone remembers back in 2020, having that like
story of RNG having Cryo in lanes when it matters. Oh, there we go.
Got a different story.
It looks like Breathe overstayed his bounds here and forgot he's up against the Jax. Luckily, Wei is here to help him out. The flash comes through. Wind does become lightning, and YSKM gets taken out for first blood.
YS
is up. Wei is going to come around the corner here. On almost takes that poke there. Cryin going to reveal the plan. Tianjin, there's the engage with the shockwave up from Wei and Tong Yuan. The dragon goes down. Pop Blossom not going to connect onto anybody. Tong Yuan's looking for an angle on the Cryin. but it's immediately turned back around on. And it's LWX and Co trying to take down ING, and they do. I can't believe it has turned out this way. It's a 2-for-1 so far, and Tianjin is gonna
have this stack building up.
How? Okay, well, Wise Game is about to punish Breathe. He's still a new here. Got to be a little bit careful. I was just going to ask, how did we get to 4 plates taken top? There's the combo, and the Wombo follows. Taguet gets the kill in mid lane. You that one up, no TP to get back. So the push going to continue from Breathe, but the fight starts in front of Dragon.
And now 2 ults already backed up for RNG. Equal. Oh,
the uprights. Oh, On gets devoured there, though. Nicely saved by Wink. Good combo from a long-standing duo of IG. We'll see Crying now on the edge, gets shockwaved. Ming coming over too. Crying's going for the big pop blossom. He connects onto Tong Yuen. Tong Yuen gets sniped, but he gets the damage right back. And it's a trade, 1-for-1 so far. Wei's now locked down. Dragon going over to Tianzhen though. And it's actually secured as now the fight continuing. The big cease and desist over the wall, but Wei is health stealing his way to victory here. My God, he's still alive as LWX kicks in the doorstep. IG are routed. Healing back. It's absolutely nutty. And now we see the Rift Herald already going down, but it's Ming who might have paid the price, but it's just a bait. As IG now having to run away. That'll be the true shot barrage. LWX playing real aggressive there because Tong Yuen is coming on the back. Misses the shockwave, and this is the turnaround from IG, but Tianjin is no longer there to say anything. TP has come in. They got the Pop Blossom combo, and they are going to take down Wei. That's a nice little shutdown going through. They got to be real careful, though. Tong Yuen's on the flank. Breathe is now coming up, and On is a sitting duck here as he's just going to get exploded. The rest of the fight, though, LWX finds himself in no man's land somehow. Breathe has helped clean down On, and he's now running down YSKM and Crying. It's just like your favorite horror movie, although IG might not be liking that one too much. They will be able to leap strike their way away, and RNG won't find it. They might be on the back end of an overextension, though. Tianjin has made it back from the dead, and it's not the living dead. It's Tianjin from IG. I don't think the Breathe is going to do too much back here, as he does need to be a little bit careful of the turnaround. Looks like he was just waiting for Tong Yuen, and we're just still going, Lyric.
Yeah, they're just keep going forward. You saw it. Breathe doesn't look like he's going to do much here. Breathe thinks he's going to do a lot, but now with all members of IG.
Breathe is the one that dies out of all of this, out of all this craziness. He's the one that is.
Had that but an extra 30 seconds would have given RNG a potential free Drake.
They're starting it up.
Yeah, IG, I wonder if they'll bring anything in or if they'll just try to keep Tianjin in that brush around bot and set up for a potential pick. We see Crying taking a turret in top, so nice trades coming out across the map.
He actually commits to it because Ming is hovering. Meanwhile, topside, Crying might just die here. That is an Udyr, and you gotta fear the deer when you're up against Breathe. RNG's top laner comes up with another solo bolo.
Finds one. The action's not stopping as Wei goes in.
YSKM does some work here. Wei is way overextended. He's under tower too. He's not taking the tower though. Tong Yuen's doing that one. Nice little flash from On with the lockdown. Will secure Wei. Wings trying to find an angle there. Does get the tongue lash onto Ming. Ming's trying to speed up, but the Dawning Shadow signals the engage. One more, and YSKM comes over the top for a double kill.
So now it's still just going to be such an annoyance to lock down once again.
Trying to look for the ulti there, didn't find what he was looking for. We do have those second items completed for mid laners. I think they're going to be super important here. Speaking of, though, we got the engage with the shockwave there, and Wink's already gone off the board here for IG.
Yeah, Wink steps too far forward, gets punished.
Do you just go more damage, or do you try to go more sustain here? And it seems like the idea for Brian, find that team-wide sustain, and RNG, Ming pays the price just like Wink did. Wei's going to try to go right back in. He's in some trouble now, though. Does get locked down, but guess who's here? It's the deer. And Crying goes for the big pop blossom. Gets onto 2 members here with the Tangle Barb on top of it. Dawning Shadow, too. They got the engage from YSKM, and 2 more are gone from RNG. IG starting to fight back with this team-based comp.
Even seeing a bit of differences from game 1, where this time, halfway through the fight, they realized, hey, we need to ignore this Udyr. We are not dealing damage to him, and now running straight towards the Baron. All of this being started thanks to Ming saying, no, Wink, you aren't my friend, I'm your friend.
We do see them burning it down pretty heavily. Breathe can just run in there and do some work, as the damage from Tong Yuen's not going to register just yet. He's going to try to get an angle over here. The Baron going so low, and it will be secured by Tianjin. Meanwhile, Breathe just caught on the back end of it, trying to get some damage on a YSKM.
Tianjin, YSCam just ignoring the Udyr, getting straight on the way. Gives RNG no options to fight back.
And a zoom in there.
So neither side is going to lose anyone here. IG just trying to suffocate RNG out.
That was bold. he saw breathe on the Udyr. He's like, I can fight this guy. He does take a brunt of damage though, and now needs to be a lot more careful with his positioning. He does have a lot of CC, a lot of sustain, but it's not going to be enough. He's got the Vault Breaker, and it's a flash from Way to secure the kill with that Crescent Guard.
So even now, we're seeing nice breaking points for this Nico. A ton of burst. Even if it is nerfed, to try to take down people like LWX or Tangyuan.
Curious that third line spike does. Yeah, I mean, this is soul for IG as well. The Enchanted Crusader connects this time on the Wink again. They do just try to burn down the Catfish, but he's a tank for a reason. Cease and desist on a backline. Here comes YSCam. That combo you were talking about. YSCam finds LWF, and a big shockwave. Is it going to be the difference maker? It is not. As IG, they fight back tooth and nail, and they beat down RNG.
And it was IG with the combo this time. Tianjin jumping in with YSCam on the hell out of dodge and be able to guarantee that one. So now it definitely feels like it should be IG's game, right? RNG, they would need to rely on some ridiculous mistakes to come out from IG, I think, to be able to pull this one back. Even a wit's end now being brought out for YSCam. Really putting a lot of emphasis on the damage. Now they're really going to be hoping to find a pick. We've seen the last two times. Okay, Arrow.
Cryan blocks it with the clone. Tianjin's now looking for backline access. YSCam starting to do some work on Bree. Tianjin misses the Vault Breaker as Way is in the backline now. Tianjin's getting locked down. He tries to go in. True shot barrage across, but YSCam has cleared it. It's a 1-for-1. Both junglers down. Bree is finding himself in the midst of everything, and he is still the tank to be feared. Cryan able to use a little bit of damage and the Tango Barb there as the LWX still chunking down Wing pretty heavily here. It's looking like a standoff in mid lane, 1-for-1 for the junglers.
And when it's up for everybody. So there's still a lot of opportunity for a really big combo to come through.
Oh my god. On can tank it though. He can sustain because he is this Senna. They're gonna go in. They caught Breathe. They're gonna be able to do some damage here though. Looking over the wall, YSCam, and the pop blossom from Cryan. That separates the entire fight. You gotta pick them apart though. Tianjin is way overextended, but the rest of IG are following it. Meanwhile, Cryan gets one shot by Tangyuan, but it's IG running down Breathe and running down RNG. They're coming down the mid lane now, but they turn back around to the Elder Dragon.
Yeah, I guess just not wanting to even take the risk with the fact that Breathe is alive, a damage dealer Tangyuan's alive, but it will give them Elder. So RNG won't even be able to, they won't even be able to bluff about wanting to take a fight with Zell. We'll all know. IG will know. They ain't taking no fights.
Yeah, it feels like IG is getting buffed here as well, and IG pushing up the middle.
Cryan and Wink looking to get their I feel like revenge is the wrong word. Trying to find the win against their old Doric. There we go. As Tangyuan does it the void step now.
Our second game in a row, Elder Dragon has made its appearance in here, and we're getting a little bit of a late game scuffle as the final push in bot side just destroying the turret and the inhib easily. The one little engage from IG away from finishing. Way just gets that engage delivered hot and fresh to his doorstep. Tangyuan's the first one to bite the dust. And YSCam with a big leap strike, counter strike, and they're just trying to chase down the kills now. LWX will also fall. The Elder Dragon really getting its miles worth out of its wings, and the final Nexus Tower falls. IG have done it. They've tied us up 1-1.
And I'm glad. I'm glad for IG. I'm glad for IG fans. Mazil, I'm happy for you because
with Ming at the helm of the Blitzcrank. You land one hook onto this any squishy member of IG, it's gonna be pretty nice for RNG in terms of trying to find good team fights after that.
I'm also just matters. Oh,
they were waiting the whole time. Oh my god, Wink is half health now. And Way has gone for a level 2. God, this is so good from RNG.
They have no idea.
They have literally no idea. Ignite comes down. I think IG is starting to get a handle on the situation here. They're going to go for the guaranteed first blood, and they're going to give it over to Way. A beautiful rocket grab.
They're just not.
I do expect, though, with the way that the season has started out, it's reminding me a lot of IG Spring last year, right? But the question is sustainability and at least consistency for this roster. And I think that's a lot of the same conversation we've had for RNG. Because, yes, we've seen Way... caught Way, knowing that he didn't have a way out. He will end up burning his flash there to get out. Cryan was looking for the angle. That's actually pretty big. And they, again, that dragon going over. Cryan. Oh, he's going to start him. The grubbies are not left alone. You only get 3 of them, but no, it's better than nothing.
The important part is that they're getting some love. That's all that we really care for. All creatures on the Rift deserve to be loved and respected. Remember that.
Who's your favorite creature?
Tentative on it, just because it's like, okay, we had the JDG roster last year. That didn't work out. I'm not going to get my hopes up twice. Oh, finds the hook.
He got him. That's the combo. Got the bailout, though. That's actually pretty big. Bought a lot of time there, but Way will end up getting traded right back. It'll be the 1-for-1. Both junglers going down.
Still, I mean, Ryan making his way down there, actually pivoting into a potential flank angle.
The Rift Herald used as a distraction perfectly, actually, but IG not going to take the bait. The dragon did get started up with Tong Yuan. He's got that flank, and Wink, oh, he waits to pull the trigger just a little too long, but Tianjin is eliminated as all you needed was the lockdown, and Tianjin gets grabbed.
Great setup by Tong Yuan for Ming to be able to pull that off. So now it's going to be Soul Point going over to RNG. It has been a very slow and steady game from both sides, but at least now that pressure is going to be. IG doing a nice job, just playing so aggressively, so RNG can't find it. We've seen RNG every time they've started a fight off has been through Ming.
both of them just standing on the other side of the wall. Ming overextends his hand and goes down. You can't be grabbing Tianjin while he's with the rest of his team, and that just means IG start the dragon here. And
RNG still at least posturing around. They don't have to. They're already on Soul Point themselves. Breathe.
On, it's just about to go down. He does get that hostile takeover used to save him, and now Breathe just finds himself caught out. Dragon goes over to IG, and they're showing some light. Tianjin again, that just can't be the grab. Oh, Avenger Beams are down. Pop Blossom is in. They got the combo into On, and he's gone. That's Tianjin, now the focus. Wise Cam goes on to Breathe. Breathe finds the backline. Oh my God, that's a world-ending Aatrox right there. The Emperor's Divide is going to separate, and as IG run away, they are lacking 2 members.
There we go. Tong Yuan and Breathe shutting the IG bot lane out. Very reminiscent of the strengths that we saw from RNG and be able to kind of work off the back of it and then follow it up really nicely. You can see Tianjin trying to lock him down with the flash.
Oh, we're not stopping, baby. We're going right at it. And look who's on the back line again. Breathe. As YS Cam's getting handled by Way. It's a nice combo to Breathe. He gets taken out. And IG feeling a lot more confident now to step into the Dragon Pit. RNG have played their hand.
And we just see every time RNG end up being so disconnected and IG being so on top of feeling back, but this dragon's still going on.
Look at the flank. He found him. He didn't get the flash, but he got the damage. And now Cryan is right here, almost down, and RNG are looking for it. Tong Yuan's going for a flank now, too. And they just keep trading out who's going to go in. The dragon ends up going over to IG. And RNG not going to make a play on the back end here yet, as Ming wants to chase him down. Baron is very low, but IG feeling a lot less confident. Wait, what has happened? Bailout comes through, but he's going to die within the Fate's call. He does end up getting it out. Tianjin goes wide, and IG, they need to be a lot more careful here as Ming is looking for a big rocket grab. Breathe and Way. They are on the edges here as now Cryan stepping up against his old team, doing some work, but IG are on the wrong side of town. Got to find a way to cross the tracks. Way goes in. Way finds Cryan, but the re-engage from Tianjin's pretty big to set it up, and On smacks it down. As now Tong Yuan gets soloed out in the end, and it's a big fight from IG, and it's a big fight all the way around. The Baron goes over to Invictus Gaming.
IG just clumping up, grouping together once the fight looked lost was enough to make RNG just lose their minds. I really don't know what to say about the second half of that fight, but kudos to IG. It led them to a Baron.
What a play. And he just has to throw his body in there and get a big Magnet Storm. We have Dragon up, though. This is still Soul for RNG, but IG are on the cusp of a 3rd in a row.
But Breed's nowhere close. Sure, he is TP, but not going to be able to contend with this. RNG don't really lose anything for it, and IG are just being such a menace by not letting RNG into their own jungle. We really are looking at Tangyuan for that play, and he's not giving up. He has a position as well.
Oh my god, no way. IG have just put themselves in a bear trap, and then we're just waiting as the seconds go by for it to close. As you hear the tick tick, here it comes as IG can't get their foot caught in the trap. Wei is now caught in his own trap a little bit, but they've gotten a triple pincer as a pop blossom. There it goes. That snapped right onto the ankle of IG, but they're fighting right back. They're not letting this one go. Breathe is bound crying. Breathe has gotten a big one, but a triple kill has gone on, and all 5 members of RNG fall to their own bait and end up on the post mantle of IG.
And why SKM and Tianjin do so much there?
The question becomes, are IG the real deal? Maybe they haven't had the hardest competition so far, but they're going to end their first spree in a bang fashion. As the last series before Chinese New Year, IG is looking to put themselves at a 4-1 scoreline, and in wonderful fashion as well. YSKM showing up, On and Wink being stable, and a wonderful 2-1 series from Invictus Gaming.
IG showing up strong.
These were some of the best highlights from today's LPL 2024 Spring Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.